Have you ever wanted to try games but felt intimidated by how confusing keyboard and mouse controls can be? Well, presenting Phase Shift. Phase Shift is a 2D action roguelike game with a twist. You play as a robot that a mechanic has built in order to escape a dystopian city. But you start out weak and can only move around and attack. You will encounter many different enemies, each with their own attack patterns, which you will have to learn so that you can defeat them. As you play, you will find design blueprints, which the mechanic will use to build new versions of robots that can jump, crouch, switch phases, and more. In addition to the action parts of the game, there will be platforming and puzzle elements as well, challenging you to think outside of the box and come up with creative solutions. Learn about all the different abilities that you can gain while you play the game, and build up your skills in playing games using the keyboard and mouse. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the final gameplay demo of our Orbital project by Team Bong, the game Phase Shift. So in this part of the video, I'll be going through with you the full set of features that we have in our game. So first, let's head on to our settings. And you can see that there are three different types of settings, being audio, video, and keybinds. So for audio settings, there are the three standard different ones that you can change. Master, which changes everything. Music, which only changes the music audio, and SFX, which changes the audio of the sound effects. So for this video, I'll just reduce the audio to a lower volume so that you'll be able to hear me. Next, moving on to video, we have three options for the display mode, which is full screen, borderless window, and bordered window. While you're in bordered window mode, you're also able to choose your resolution from the list here. Last but not least, we have keybinds. So for every ability that we have, it is binded to a certain key and you are able to change it to your liking. So for example, if I want to change jump to space, I can just press space and now it is space. I like to keep it as W. Alright, let's start a new game. So you can see that we begin in a new level at a workshop and a mechanic is speaking to us. So in our game, we've actually implemented a full storyline with two different endings, and you'll be able to find out more about this story and the world in Phase Shift by reading the dialogue that the mechanic and some of the NPCs will tell you. So let's keep going. Alright, so here you can see our very first enemy that you will encounter. This is called Gui, and he's a simple enemy who just crawls at you and chases you around with little help. So he's meant to teach players about the basics of combat. And moving a little bit forward, you find this little thing on the ground, a thumb drive, and when you pick it up, the mechanic will start talking to you again. So he'll tell you a bit more about this thumb drive and how you found it. And these thumb drives are actually all throughout the game. You can find these all throughout the game, and they give you unlocks. So you'll be able to gradually unlock more and more of the controls on your keyboard and give more abilities to the robot. Alright, so previously we've unlocked jump, and now at this point we are unable to jump above the boxes. So conveniently we have a double jump module that lets us double jump to scale this part of the level. Alright, here you see our second enemy. So this is Golem. He's a big robot that walks towards the player when you get too close, and his steps send out damaging shockwaves. So after 4 steps, he will pause for a while, which is when the player is able to attack the golem. Yeah. Alright, so this thumb drive over here, when you pick it up, the mechanic will start talking to you again. This is the crouch module, so picking this thumb drive up will unlock you the ability to crouch. And in our game, we have two different movement abilities, which are crouch and wall jump. So these will allow you to traverse the levels a bit more easily. Right, here you unlock wall jump, and now you are able to hang on walls. Alright, so here we have unlocked our dash ability, which allows us to make a quick dash either on the ground or in the air. So as you can see at the top left corner, we have a stamina bar that has appeared on our heads-up display. and the stamina is needed to be able to dash. So if I try to dash without any stamina, I am not able to, and it recharges over time. The dash ability also gives the player some invincibility frames, so if I am near an enemy, it will not damage me while I'm dashing. Alright, and here we've come to our third enemy. This is Clawfly. So Clawfly is a bug that flies around, and when you get too close, he gets agitated and starts to chase you. So let me just move, and you can see his eyes has turned red and he has started chasing me. So the way to avoid Clawfly is simply by jumping and dashing in the air to get away from him, and now he's dead. Yeah. This is one of the most important abilities that we have, so when I pick it up, the mechanic will start talking again to give you some of the backstory or maybe some of the things about this thumb drive. But this is our phase shift module. So the phase shift module is special, it's one of the key features of the game, and now you can see that we have a phase shift icon at the bottom. So when you press shift, you will shift into a anti-phase, and you've actually been in the positive phase the whole time. So this ability is needed because now some special enemies will appear. So let me just demonstrate. While you're in the anti-phase, you cannot hit posit enemies. So enemies in the normal phase, you can only hit them while you're in the positive phase. And as you can see here, there's an anti-GUI here, and I can only hit him while I'm in my anti-phase. If I'm in my positive phase, I'm unable to hit him at all. So this adds a layer of complexity to our combat, and there'll be more enemies with their anti-forms in the future levels. Coming to this level, the mechanic will start to talk again, and this is because of some of the special platforms that have appeared in this level. So these play with our phase shift mechanic as well. As you can see, I'm not able to stand on the grey platforms when I'm in the anti-phase. I'm only able to stand on the white ones. And when I'm in the posit phase, I can only stand on the grey platforms, and I'm not able to stand on the white ones. So this creates a little platforming challenge for our players, where they have to switch into a different phase while they're jumping to be able to get up this high platform. Yeah. So I've just picked up the laser module, and this is one of the combat modules that we have, the other being the bomb. And these will aid the player in their combat. So the laser does more damage, and the bomb is able to deal damage in an area. So the mechanic will start talking and give you some more information as well. Right, and now I've unlocked our bomb module. So this is an ability that lets the player throw a bomb that does damage in an area. Alright, and we've come to one of the biggest additions to our game. This is a new hub level, and in this level, you'll be able to find NPCs. So pressing F will allow you to interact with them, and they'll start talking. And this will allow you to find out more about the world within phase shift. You'll also be able to get side quests which you can complete for them. Alright, and moving on, I'd like to show you the second big feature that we've added in this update. And that is the addition of a boss enemy. So this boss enemy is the one that is guarding the exit to the city. So you have to defeat him to be able to leave the city for the mechanic. So let me just give you a little sneak peek of this boss. So he's basically a giant golem, and yeah, you have to beat this guy to be able to leave. Alright, and last but not least, we have added a credit screen to the game as well. So here we showcase the names of the people who we've received help from in creating this game. So like for example, assets that we've used online or music that we found. So it's just a way for us to show a token of appreciation for the people who've helped us bring this game to fruition. And with that, we've come to the end of the feature showcase for our game, and I hope that you enjoy our game. Thank you.